everyone, Solomon here at Zurich in Switzerland. It's about 6 a.m. precisely in the morning. So I'm doing this piece because, well, I just slept for 12 hours, so from about 6 o'clock to now, I've been sleeping. So I woke up a mess. Yep. But I can honestly say that was worth it. Questions were answered. What should you spend your money on? Your morning life. Finding a secure and nice place to live in a good area where you won't get mugged, shot, scammed, or grifted. That's what money is good for. Your morning life, when you wake up in the morning. Where do you want to wake up? Or maybe you just want an apartment. You don't necessarily have to buy a condo. One bedroom is fine. And most places, they're just as much as a mortgage for an actual home. So you're kind of screwed either way in terms of pricing. As in, there's only one price tag, expensive or even more expensive. Same like this throughout any other place in the world that I've been to. Hong Kong, Hawaii, New Jersey, other places, Canada. Other places that I haven't visited that are quite popular are Canada, Japan, Tokyo, or something like that. South Korea. Well, no one goes to Africa anymore. Or Israel. Too much shit going on. That's unfortunate. Or South America. Anyways, let's look at the scenery here. You know, why my family or me doesn't just go to some third world country and live like a king there? I don't know. I guess the language barrier. That's probably what Americans have to do. Just live in some kind of Thailand, Vietnam, Saigon, place, because everything's so goddamn expensive. There's probably not going to be a lot of anything else left in the world. Everything is being outpriced. Everything's being highly industrialized. And so you probably have like these small ass like homeless villages willing to take you. I was able to get out of flight, just jump straight out of bed because I slept so early. So I'm not normally a morning person. It's just that I sleep a lot earlier, ridiculously early, like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. kind of early. When the sun's still out, I'm settling. I'm sleeping. Just so I could wake up early in the morning and do stuff. Brother says there's nothing really in Zurich. It's a nice place to live, but it's not cool for tourists. So whatever this is it. As in, people live here. Apartments, supermarkets, stuff like that. Not even supermarkets. I mean, like little corner stores, like in New York City. Minus the migrant problem. So nothing can really solve overpopulation. Nothing can solve densely populated areas. It's just too big of a problem. Just look at Hong Kong and China. They just keep building and building, and the place just looks like a fucking hellhole. And, you know, so who wins? No one wins. No one wins. There's gonna be overpopulation, and like Thanos, there's gonna be a war. That's normally how it goes. You know? People are stupid. Like that. People are stupid up until the point you have, relationships with them. Unless you have interpersonal, relationships with them, then they get to know your name, your background. Other than that, people are just stupid. They just want money, and food, and, basic things. And they're racist, very racist. So, relationships is probably going to be a luxury. You're probably going to feel lonely because relationships are going to be a luxury. People are ignorant. They only know celebrities outside their household. People are going to get lonely. The art of being able to connect with someone is going to be a luxury. Your mind has been hijacked by social media. You forgot how to even connect with people. You forgot how to make friends. Simple, things. It's sad. It's probably easy for you because you had school, and basically school, everyone got to know each other. And if you didn't naturally make friends there, then it will probably be a lot harder as an adult. Or if you didn't keep your friends, or if you did keep your friends and they turned out to be like assholes, or then you're screwed. You can expect to find solace in living by yourself, more than likely. Just because people just don't care. They just naturally don't care and go do their own selfish thing. Or whatever their family does, or what their religion does, or what work dictates them to do. So friends are rare. I would say as an adult, friends are rare. rarer. You don't know who you can trust. People do have money. People do spend money on things. Some people are a lot greedier than others. Some people dictate a friendship with stuff and money, which is god awful. And you'll probably only have a few friends, close friends, that you would actually want to hang out with or see. Everyone else is just going to be annoying to you because they want different things. They have different agendas. They have different priorities. Or you yourself are preoccupied with working to make money to survive. And so your friends become whoever is at work. And that's your life, working. So I just dictated well over 50% of the population. And because everything's so goddamn expensive, more and more people are just going to be working 2 or 3 jobs in which your friends will be at work, which they are not really your friends, they're your co-workers. And if you do try to be buddy-buddy with them, someone out there would probably have a stick up their ass and just be like, this is sexual harassment or whatever, and you realize you can't really be friends with them because they got a stick up their ass or whatever. And so you just live your sad adult life, and it's just like, you need 2, 3 jobs minimum to survive or whatever. You know, everyone's gonna ask you the same thing, where's your girlfriend? And it's gonna be the same scenario, you're probably gonna be alone. You know, even if you keep scrolling left and right on Tinder or whatever, on Match.com, you realize that girl is just a fantasy. And the only way to break out of this family curse is to just be so goddamn jigger rich. Or just hang out with other guys. That's the only thing that I see working. Either you hang out with a bunch of other abundant amount of dudes, and then you network from there, but it has to start with, you know, a pack of dudes, and then like one of them will have a girl or two, and then the networking starts from there. But to muscle in a girl by yourself is just too... They'll just pick up on either you're weird or creepy. And you just need, you know, get really involved in the community. Which takes work. Which takes work. I mean, people go to school, people go to college, people go to work all the time, you know, just to keep up with someone on an interpersonal level, on a personal level, you know, it takes a lot of work, build up that trust and all that stuff, and from there it's just like, why even bother, you know? It's just too much work. Damn. She's gonna be very demanding. Are people even people anymore? I don't know. Robots? And so you'll just pertain, because the cost of entry is so high that you need to be so highly invested that you just don't care anymore. You just stick to the, you know, whatever is on the lowest rung of Maslow's hierarchy: food, shelter, water, and clothing. And that's how most people operate. And yet you have this strong need and desire for interpersonal connection with other people. But, you know, that's a luxury. Like I said before, that's a luxury. It just takes too much goddamn work. You know? As for me, I'm just uncool down here. Um, I just describe my own life. Just working 8.5 hours a day, overnight. Sometimes 16 hours a day. And, my supervisor's like, when do you have time? I was asking, telling him about the 2 or 3 job, scenario. And he's like, when do you have time for social? When do you have time for life? I'm like, you don't. But I'm Asian. I'm used to it. That's how I was born. That's how I was programmed. You know, if you're Asian, if you're not a doctor or lawyer, or, you're not shit. And, you know, you will be treated as such as well. People are just going to tell you the same thing. If you don't have anything, if you don't have a car, if you don't have your own place, or whatever, they're going to start yelling at you, to work more hours and get another job. And that's all they do. Those are your friends. Those are your family. It's just like I said, having this interpersonal relationship with some, hot girl or hot boyfriend or whatever, more likely to be boys than there are girls in the world. It's a luxury, and more than likely doesn't even exist, and will probably be a scam or some shit. Rent a boyfriend in Japan, which these scams are prevalent, and a lot of the victims are actually women. So am I being sexist here? Like, only guys end up lonely and shit? It's not necessarily a bad thing. A guy could be playing video games. Girls, on the other hand, read fantasy novels and stuff like that, or Harry Potter or whatever. Or they become crazy cat moms, cat ladies. It's not entirely her fault. It's just a lot of people, guys, are working 2 or 3 jobs, and they probably deem her as annoying. She needs this, she needs that, she only eats this, she only eats vegan, she only eats organic. Because of her, your standards of living have to be a lot higher. She can only handle this. She probably has a million rules for that. So many rules, so many, regulations, that you're like, fuck this, and I just need my own space. Everyone needs their own space, but she is probably a lot, much, much worse in terms of fussiness and pickiness. And that's just the natural order of things. And because it's like that, expect to live by yourself or have 2 separate bedrooms, because she's gonna be a bitch. Unless she's cool, in which case she's probably, if she's pretty and all that stuff, in which case she's probably gonna be a super bitch. Fresh, crisp, clean air, no pollution. Perhaps this is a better angle. So, it's been about 20 minutes, me just chattering with my monkey mind, telling you straight up what people want. Spend your money having a good morning life. When you wake up in the morning, is that where you want to be? Are you getting shot at? That's where your money should be allocated, where it should be spent ultimately. Books and stuff are cheap. You got YouTube, podcasts, The next best place to be spending your money on is an apartment, a condo. We've all known that. Real estate. That's my opinion. And if everything else collapses, you still have a roof over your head. So that's why the prices are so high, because eventually it trickles down to putting a roof over your head. Everything else is relatively easy. Food, books, you know. So in America, they're charging an arm and a leg. I think in the Netherlands, they have stabilized housing, because housing is not an asset. It's housing. In America, they treat it as like an asset class. It's just so obviously the rich are going to treat it like some kind of perversion of greed and flex, and there's going to be a lot of homeless people, which is already happening. But there is affordable housing. I can't qualify because I make over 6 figures, so I have to keep working my overtime to hit 6 figures just to be denied affordable housing. And I'm supposed to be living in a regular unit, which is no better than an affordable housing unit these days, because the affordable housing unit is in the same place as the regular unit. So, what did you learn? Work, work, work. Work, work, work. And like I said, you'll probably always want that girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. That's a luxury. That's a luxury you probably can't afford, and you're lucky to have in the world. So just be thankful and grateful that you're surviving and working. Just be thankful that you're surviving and working. I'm thankful here today to be alive. And I'm Ken enough. Barbie and Ken. Alright, remember, you are Ken enough. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next one. Peace out.